Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about some free Pathfinder documents, PDFs, that you can get from the Paizo.com page. Just go. You're going to have to sign up for their page, but you can get these things for free. And the first one is the official Pathfinder conversion book. This guide helps you convert standard 3.5 characters into the Pathfinder rules, because there is a slight difference between them. The Pathfinder rules, there's no dead levels. There's a little higher power level. Abilities have been tweaked here and there. For like, their turn on dead has been changed rather significantly. Paladins are different. Rangers have been given something new. The Druid wild shape has been altered, as have the transmutation spells that govern polymorph, things like that. So there are differences. So this guide is not huge and, yay big, but it is very concise. It gets right to the point, tells you how to convert things. It also gives you suggestions on converting non-player characters and monsters, which are helpful if you're a GM. And if you're considering migrating to Pathfinder and you'd like to know, is it worth my time? What are the changes? This book is for you. Go get the PDF. I printed it out because I find reading this stuff easier if it's in my hand, but you could read it online and figure out yes or no if I want to go to Pathfinder. The next book I'm going to look at is Pathfinder Companion, Legacy of Fire, a Player's Guide. Now, I actually haven't read a lot of Pathfinder's setting material. Their whole business model of a subscription-based campaign adventure style thing just isn't for me, so it wasn't something I was interested in. Their campaign setting, the hardcover, I am interested in, but I can't find it at a low enough price that I can justify buying it at the moment. But I have flipped through it, and it definitely looks good. And if this free book right here is any indication, I may rethink it, because it may well be worth the money. This is a Legacy of Fire is a very much Arabian Nights setting, a fantasy version of the Middle East, and it has big sprawling city full of corruption and businessmen and intrigue and backstabbing. Slavery is legal. Illicit materials and drugs are available freely everywhere. The law is based around profit, so it's a very cutthroat, literally cutthroat kind of a place to be. And it has a really nice flavor. I'm a big crunch guy. I love my mechanics, but this has some really nice flavor, and I really enjoyed reading this. It was consistently good as far as the writing was concerned. The art is excellent throughout it. I definitely recommend you take a look at this, because if you've been wondering, are Pathfinder supplements for me, this may help you answer that question, and it definitely helped me answer that question. I really like this. And the last one in this little bundle I have printed up here is the Wayfinder magazine. Now, the Wayfinder magazine is a fanzine. It's written for the fans of the Pathfinder game, by the fans of the Pathfinder game. And that means there's a certain level of unevenness between the different articles, between the artwork, things like that. It's not top-notch. These people are not professionals, though it was laid out very well. It was done the magazine is presented to you in a way that looks like a professional magazine. So you're going to get kudos for quality right there. But the material itself, I found about half of it just didn't interest me. And part of that was because the fluff ratio was too high for me. A lot of these articles were presented in a journal-type style. So there would be an entry. An article was comprised of like 6 or 7 different entries, and each entry had a month and a year and a date, and it was something about having to do with this particular topic. But again, I don't have a lot of Pathfinder setting background, so these months and these dates meant nothing to me. There was no context, so it just didn't pull me in. However, the crunchy bits that were included in the articles, I did enjoy, and it's a free magazine, so you can't really lose. And they're currently looking for submissions to write the second volume of the Wayfinder, so maybe if you would like to throw your hat into the gaming writing ring and just don't want to do it at a risk of losing money, write for a fanzine. But the worst thing they can do is say no, and you haven't lost anything. So these are 3 publications which I definitely recommend. I think that anyone who enjoys 3.5 and is interested in Pathfinder or likes Pathfinder would find use out of these 3 items.